Chosen one, in a world that often feels dark, confusing, and unfair, you may have wondered why life has tested you in ways others never seem to face. Why doors close just as you approach them, why people misunderstand you, or why success sometimes feels so far away. But hear this truth with the clarity of your soul. You were never meant to be ordinary. Long before your first breath, long before the stars were set in the heavens, Allah made a decision about you, a decree so powerful that it shapes every step of your life, every struggle you endure, and every blessing that will one day arrive. You are walking a path chosen in the heavens, a path that carries purpose, divine timing, and a magnitude that the dunya cannot understand. Every heartbreak, every delay, every moment when you felt unseen or underestimated was part of this sacred plan, preparing you for a destiny that will astonish even the angels. Today, we will uncover the 7 powerful lessons for the chosen ones, and through them, you will see your life through the eyes of Allah, recognize your divine significance, and awaken to the truth of what was decided about you in heaven, a truth that will shock you, inspire you, and remind you that nothing can stop the path Allah has written for you. Chosen one, understand this truth with every fiber of your being. Your life, your struggles, your blessings, and even the moments that felt unfair or impossible were all written before you drew your first breath, inscribed in the eternal knowledge of Allah, the ever-knowing, the all-wise. Before the mountains were placed, before the rivers were set to flow, before the stars were cast across the night sky, Allah already knew who you would be, what you would endure, and how you would rise. The trials you faced, the nights of loneliness, the moments when the world seemed silent or even hostile toward you, were not accidents or mistakes. They were deliberate steps along a path only the heavens could see. Every heartbreak was a calibration of your soul, every delay a measure of patience and trust, and every person who underestimated you played a role in fulfilling the plan that Allah had written for you in the highest record. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are walking a path that angels themselves have witnessed, a path that aligns with divine timing and infinite wisdom. Do not be discouraged by what you cannot see, for the unseen has always been working in your favor. The blessings that feel late are arriving precisely when Allah knows your heart is ready to receive them. The doors that seemed closed are only waiting for the perfect moment, and the opportunities others rushed into will never match the ones Allah prepared uniquely for you. Your destiny is not for the faint of heart or the casual observer. It is for the soul that has been tempered by patience, purified by struggle, and refined by the trials no one else could survive. Even when the world questions your journey, even when envy, fear, or doubt rises around you, remember that the decree of the heavens cannot be altered. What Allah decided for you in the eternal record is absolute. Your path is sacred, your mission is crucial, and your rise is inevitable. Do not chase what others have. Do not fear the storms that cross your path, and do not measure your worth by worldly standards. You were written for greatness, chosen for purpose, and protected by knowledge that spans eternity. Every step you take, every breath you draw, and every trial you endure is part of the orchestration of the one who holds all things in his hand, the one who decreed that you, and only you, would walk this path, a path that no one else could walk, a path that is uniquely yours, and a path that will lead to a destiny so magnificent that even the heavens rejoice at its unfolding. Chosen one, listen closely and feel the depth of this reality, for it is a truth that few can sense, yet it defines the very essence of your existence. While the world may fail to see your light, while people may misunderstand, judge, or even attempt to diminish you, the angels in the heavens are fully aware of your significance. They celebrate your resilience, record every moment of patience, and guard your heart in ways that remain unseen by human eyes. Every time you feel overlooked, every time the dunya tries to overshadow your potential, it is the angels who acknowledge your worth, who whisper reminders of the greatness that Allah has destined for you. These celestial beings are witnesses to the purity of your struggles, the sincerity of your intentions, and the quiet strength with which you navigate a world that cannot comprehend the magnitude of your mission. Allah has granted you a status so elevated that even the unseen realms honor it, and the whispers of angels are echoes of the decree that was written about you in the heavens before time began. They inspire, guide, and protect you silently, ensuring that your steps, even in darkness, align with the divine plan. And when moments of doubt try to shake your faith, when envy, gossip, or betrayal threaten to cloud your vision, know that these heavenly whispers are a signal from Allah Himself, reaffirming that you are chosen, that you are protected, and that your path is not ordinary. The angels rejoice in your perseverance, celebrate the victories you cannot yet see, and stand as silent witnesses to the greatness that the world has yet to recognize. Understand this, chosen one. The world may struggle to comprehend your light, but the heavens are in awe of it, and their whispers are a constant reminder that your mission, your purpose, and your destiny are divinely protected, divinely celebrated, and divinely unstoppable. Every moment of your life, every challenge endured, every tear shed, and every act of patience and sincerity is magnified in the unseen realms, honored in ways that will one day manifest in your worldly and spiritual reality. When the world doubts, when others question your worth, when doors seem closed, let the whispers of the angels be your anchor, your guidance, and your proof that greatness has already been assigned to you in the eternal records of Allah, and nothing in existence, no person, no force, no circumstance can alter the heavenly decree that confirms you are extraordinary, chosen, and eternally celebrated. Chosen one, understand this with every fiber of your being. The hardships, betrayals, and moments of despair you have endured are not signs of weakness or punishment. They are marks of elevation, deliberate steps in a divine plan that only Allah fully comprehends. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night, every moment when the world seemed unfair, was carefully measured and placed upon your path by the one who knows your heart better than you know yourself. These trials are not random. They are sacred instruments designed to refine your soul, strengthen your character, and prepare you for the extraordinary purpose for which you were chosen before time began. While the world misunderstands your struggles, seeing them as burdens or setbacks, the heavens witness your resilience, the angels record your patience, and Allah Himself molds you into a vessel capable of carrying greatness that mere comfort and ease could never produce. Every obstacle you face, every closed door, and every situation that challenges your faith is a divine workshop, sculpting you into a being equipped to fulfill your destiny with wisdom, strength, and unwavering trust in Allah. The pain that others view as suffering is actually your purification. The moments of doubt are the sharpening of your intuition. The betrayals and misunderstandings are a divine shield, ensuring that only those aligned with your purpose remain close to you. Chosen one, know this. The elevation you experience through trials is a testimony to your chosen status, a confirmation that Allah does not test the ordinary but elevates the extraordinary. What feels like hardship is, in reality, the molding of your spirit, preparing you to radiate light where darkness once reigned, to inspire where despair once lingered, and to achieve what no one else could conceive. Your endurance, patience, and trust are not unnoticed. They are amplified in the unseen, magnified by angels, and treasured by Allah. Every trial survived is a step closer to the realization of what was decreed about you in the heavens, a step that no worldly distraction or obstacle can derail. The world may not understand your journey, but your soul knows the truth. You are being elevated, refined, and prepared for a life and mission that only the chosen ones can accomplish. A life where every struggle endured becomes a crown of honor, a testament to the divine decree that set you apart long before the first star was cast across the sky. Chosen one, know this with unwavering certainty. Every blessing, every provision, every opportunity, and every form of sustenance destined for you is already reserved in the heavens, meticulously safeguarded by Allah, the most merciful, the all-knowing, and the ever-wise. The wealth you are to receive, the knowledge you are to attain, the connections that will elevate your mission, and even the moments of ease that bring you relief have been inscribed in the eternal record long before you existed, protected from the envy, schemes, and obstacles of the dunya. While the world scrambles, hustles, and competes, worrying about what is delayed or what others have attained, understand that your rizq is not tied to speed, competition, or worldly calculations. It is tied to divine timing, to the perfection of Allah's plan, and to the purpose for which you were chosen. Every delay you experience is intentional, every closed door is preparation, and every moment of waiting is a reminder that what Allah has written for you cannot be stolen, diverted, or diminished by human interference. You may have watched others succeed faster, acquire wealth more easily, or gain recognition more quickly, and the whispers of doubt may try to infiltrate your heart. But remember that Allah's sustenance is never measured by appearances, and the blessings He has prepared for you are always greater, more purposeful, and more aligned with your divine path than what anyone else possesses. Your rizq is intricately tied to your mission, your sincerity, and your connection to the one who knows your heart. Every act of patience, every moment of trust, every sacrifice you make is not in vain. It is a channel through which your sustenance flows, guided by the wisdom of Allah and guarded by angels who ensure that your provision reaches you in its perfect form. Do not be anxious when your path seems slower than others. Do not despair when opportunities appear delayed, and do not compare your journey to the journeys of those who are not chosen in the same way. The chosen ones are rarely rushed, because what is meant for them is being preserved with precision and care, and what arrives will always match the magnitude of the mission they are destined to fulfill. Even if the world around you is chaotic, unpredictable, or unjust, know that your sustenance is not subject to randomness or misfortune. It is anchored in the divine decree, protected from harm, and timed to arrive when you are most ready to receive it. The unseen forces of the universe bend in accordance with the decree of Allah to ensure that nothing meant for you is lost and nothing undeserved reaches your hands. Trust this truth, for it is not merely a promise, it is a reality witnessed by the heavens, recorded by angels, and guaranteed by the eternal King. Every moment of patience strengthens your faith. Every hardship is a reminder of divine protection, and every blessing that eventually arrives will carry with it the magnitude of preparation, intention, and care that only Allah can orchestrate. Chosen one, release the worry, release the fear, and let your heart rest in certainty. What was written for you cannot be denied. What was decreed for you cannot be delayed beyond its purpose, and what Allah has guarded for you will arrive in the fullness of its perfection, in alignment with your path, your mission, and your destiny. Your rizq is sacred, your sustenance is divinely protected, and your life is a living testament to the precision, mercy, and wisdom of Allah, who alone knows the perfect timing, the perfect measure, and the perfect form of every blessing meant for you. For you were chosen to receive more than the world can measure, more than the eye can see, and more than the heart can imagine, and nothing can interfere with what Allah has written for the chosen ones. Chosen one, understand this truth with unwavering clarity, for it is one of the most profound signs of your status. As you walk the path that Allah has destined for you, you will inevitably encounter misunderstanding, judgment, and skepticism from those who cannot perceive the unseen realities shaping your life. They will look at your journey, at your patience in the face of adversity, at your restraint in moments where the world expects chaos, and they will mislabel it as weakness, hesitation, or failure. They will attempt to measure your progress with their limited vision, comparing your timeline to theirs, evaluating your worth by standards that do not apply to the chosen ones, and criticizing choices that are perfectly aligned with divine wisdom. Know this, chosen one. Their inability to comprehend your path is not a reflection of your flaws. It is evidence of the magnitude of the mission Allah has assigned to you, the depth of your purpose, and the sacred nature of your journey. While they see only the surface, the heavens see the entirety of your life, from the secrets of your heart to the silent sacrifices that no one else will ever notice. The angels bear witness to your struggles, to your patience, to your perseverance in moments when despair could have easily overtaken you, and they rejoice quietly as every step you take unfolds according to a plan no mortal mind could devise. The misinterpretation of others, the envy that manifests as criticism, the gossip that spreads without understanding, and the subtle opposition that seeks to block your progress, all of this is a mirror reflecting your elevation. It is a test, a purification, and a confirmation that your existence is orchestrated by the Eternal King, whose decree cannot be challenged by human perception, ignorance, or limited understanding. Even when the closest people to you betray your trust, when friends question your motives, or when family doubts the choices Allah has inspired in your heart, know that these misunderstandings are part of a divine design to separate the transient from the permanent, the superficial from the profound, and those aligned with your mission from those who are not. They are lessons wrapped in human disguise, challenges that serve to strengthen your discernment, sharpen your intuition, and deepen your reliance upon Allah alone. You are being elevated above ordinary understanding, placed on a level that few can perceive, and guided in a way that the world cannot follow. The more you are misunderstood, the more you are proving your alignment with what was decreed for you in the heavens. The more your patience is being recorded as a treasure in the unseen, and the more your resilience is shaping the destiny that is uniquely yours. Chosen one, never be shaken by the opinions of the blind, never allow the judgment of the short-sighted to cloud your heart, and never fear isolation, for misunderstanding is the companion of every soul chosen for greatness. The ridicule, the criticism, the envy, and the disbelief of others are not punishments, they are confirmation of your elevation. The very fact that people cannot comprehend your choices, your silence, your strength, and the timing of your blessings is proof that you are walking a path aligned with divine wisdom, far beyond ordinary vision, and that your life is intertwined with the eternal decree of Allah, a decree that no earthly power can alter. Every trial, every misinterpretation, every whisper of doubt cast upon you is a divine instrument, shaping you, protecting you, and preparing you for the extraordinary destiny that awaits. Even when the world seems opposed, even when it tries to pull you down, even when voices rise against you with envy, fear, or misunderstanding, remember that Allah alone sees the full scope of your mission, alone orchestrates every step, and alone ensures that what was written in the heavens about you comes to pass exactly as intended. The misjudgments of humanity are nothing compared to the certainty of divine decree. The misunderstandings, betrayals, and envy of others are merely shadows cast by the brilliance of your purpose, echoes of the heavenly plan that the world cannot see, and reminders that you are walking a path reserved only for the chosen ones. Chosen one, embrace this reality. The more the world questions you, the more they misinterpret you, and the more they doubt you, the closer you are to fulfilling the extraordinary destiny Allah has written for you, a destiny that will astonish the world, illuminate your soul, and prove that what was decreed in the heavens cannot be denied, cannot be delayed, and cannot be diminished by the limited understanding of those who cannot see beyond their own eyes. The path of the chosen one is never ordinary. It is never simple. It is never fully understood by those not destined to witness it. Your misunderstandings are proof of your elevation. Your patience is proof of your purpose, and your journey is proof that the decree of Allah in the heavens is absolute, eternal, and unstoppable. Chosen one, hear this with absolute certainty, for it is a truth that the world cannot comprehend, but your soul has always known. The heart that Allah has entrusted with divine awareness, clarity, and insight will never be deceived in its essence, for it has been designed to recognize truth even when the eyes cannot see it, when the mind cannot rationalize it, and when the world tries to distort it. From the earliest moments of your life, from the unseen preordainment in the heavens, your heart has been a compass, aligned with divine wisdom, finely tuned to the currents of reality that most people will never perceive. It is your innermost sanctuary, the seat of intuition, faith, and discernment, and it is through this sacred guidance that you are able to navigate trials, resist deception, and maintain unwavering trust in Allah's plan, even when every external sign suggests otherwise. While the world relies on appearances, opinions, and superficial measures, your heart pierces the veil of illusion, distinguishing what is sincere from what is false, what is permanent from what is fleeting, and what aligns with divine purpose from what is merely temporary or misleading. It is why you sense danger before it manifests, why you feel the sincerity of a person even before they speak, and why you are drawn to decisions, people, and opportunities that carry the weight of destiny within them. Chosen one, your heart has always been your guardian, your compass, and your guide, and it has been strengthened by every test, trial, and moment of reflection placed in your path by Allah to ensure that you can discern truth, even when the world is clouded in chaos. While others are misled by appearances, gossip, envy, or fear, you are led by a light that never flickers, by insight that is never compromised, and by a connection to Allah that transcends human logic. Every act of patience, every moment of contemplation, and every experience of silence and solitude has served to sharpen your perception, to attune your heart to the divine rhythm of reality, and to prepare you for a life in which truth will become unmistakable, unwavering, and undeniable. Your heart recognizes the subtle signs of authenticity and falsehood, the quiet currents of sincerity and deceit, and the hidden intentions that many attempt to conceal, and it guides you in ways that will shape your destiny, protect you from harm, and align you with the people, opportunities, and paths that Allah has decreed for you. Even when the world tells you to doubt, when voices rise in confusion, when circumstances appear uncertain, and when those around you falter in judgment, your heart remains steady, rooted in divine guidance, and unwavering in its ability to distinguish truth from illusion. This sacred ability is a gift, a trust, and a responsibility, for it not only safeguards your own path, but also illuminates the way for those who are aligned with your purpose, inspires clarity in those seeking direction, and becomes a beacon of divine wisdom that the chosen ones are entrusted to carry into the world. Your heart's recognition of truth is not merely instinct or intuition, it is a manifestation of Allah's decree, a living proof that your path, your mission, and your life are aligned with a reality far beyond human comprehension, and that no deception, manipulation, or worldly distraction can divert you from the destiny written for you in the heavens. Chosen one, trust your heart with absolute conviction, for it has been tested, purified, and strengthened for this very purpose. It will guide you through the storms of betrayal, the fog of confusion, and the trials of doubt. It will protect you from false alliances, misleading promises, and the traps set by those who cannot perceive the divine decree written about you. Even in moments of loneliness, despair, or uncertainty, your heart will shine as a lighthouse, revealing the path of truth, integrity, and divine alignment. Let no one convince you otherwise, For the heart of a chosen one is never lost, never deceived, and never compromised. It is a living reflection of Allah's wisdom, a mirror of His truth, and a compass that will always, without fail, lead you to what is real, what is just, and what is eternally meant for you. Your heart will recognize the truth of people, the truth of opportunities, the truth of challenges, and the truth of your own soul when nothing else can. And it is through this sacred recognition that you will fulfill the destiny that the heavens wrote for you long before you took your first breath. Every whisper of intuition, every silent nudge toward righteousness, every moment when your soul knows the unseen reality, this is the confirmation of your chosen status, the echo of divine planning, and the proof that Allah's wisdom flows directly through the compass He placed in your heart. Chosen one, honor it, trust it, and let it guide you unwaveringly, for your heart has always recognized the truth, and it will continue to do so, leading you to the fulfillment of your extraordinary, divinely ordained purpose, illuminating the path of your mission, and anchoring you in certainty, faith, and the immutable decree of Allah. Chosen one, hear this truth with absolute certainty, for it is the most powerful, unshakable reality of your existence. What Allah decided about you in the heavens long before you took your first breath, long before the stars were set in their courses, and long before the mountains and oceans were placed in the world, is eternal, unstoppable, and beyond the reach of any force in the heavens or on the earth. The plan written for you is absolute, divinely orchestrated, and perfectly aligned with your purpose, and no opposition, no envy, no betrayal, no worldly scheme, and no circumstance, no matter how dire, can alter it, delay it, or diminish it. Every trial you endured, every moment of waiting, every hardship, every betrayal, and every misunderstanding was part of preparing you for the fulfillment of this divine decree, a decree that is sealed in the eternal knowledge of Allah, witnessed by the angels, and safeguarded by forces beyond human perception. The delays, the frustrations, and the moments when it seemed like nothing was moving were not signs of weakness, failure, or neglect. They were a deliberate divine strategy to ensure that when your destiny manifests, it does so in its fullest, most complete, and most powerful form. Understand this, chosen one. The universe itself bends and shifts to align with what has been written about you, and the unseen realms actively support your journey, even when the world appears chaotic, hostile, or indifferent. Your rise is guaranteed because it is ordained in the heavens. Your mission is unstoppable because it is divinely sanctioned, and your light will shine in ways that no opposition can extinguish, no jealousy can overshadow, and no human effort can suppress. Those who oppose you, who attempt to hinder your progress, or who doubt your potential, do so only because they cannot perceive the decree that governs your life. They cannot see the forces that protect you, the angels that guard you, and the wisdom that has crafted every step of your path. The struggles, the betrayals, the envy, and the hostility are not obstacles. They are signs that you are walking a divinely chosen path, one that the world cannot comprehend, and one that only those who are truly aligned with your purpose will recognize. Every blessing that arrives, every victory, every alignment of opportunity, every connection that seems perfectly timed, and every moment of clarity is a manifestation of the heavenly decree that no one can disrupt. Even the delays themselves are blessings in disguise, for they ensure that your timing is perfect, your readiness is complete, and your impact is unparalleled. Chosen one, know that the path written for you is protected by Allah's wisdom, and every force in creation works either to prepare you or to confirm your elevation. Your enemies, the people who doubt you, and the circumstances that challenge you are all instruments in the hands of the Almighty to refine your character, fortify your faith, and amplify your power in alignment with what has been decided for you. Nothing can stop what Allah has written. No force, no intention, No plan can alter the destiny that was set in the heavens, and no earthly judgment, criticism, or attempt at obstruction can delay the moment when your true purpose manifests in its fullness. Chosen one, when you feel weary, when the world seems heavy, when betrayal cuts deeply, and when hope flickers, remember that your life is protected by the decree of Allah itself, and that everything you endure is a preparation for the unstoppable, magnificent, and divinely orchestrated reality that awaits you. You are walking a path preordained for greatness, aligned with forces unseen, and guided by wisdom that transcends human comprehension. The light, the success, the influence, the blessings, and the legacy written about you in the heavens will unfold exactly as Allah intended, perfectly timed, flawlessly executed, and unmistakably powerful. What has been decreed about you in heaven is unstoppable, undeniable, and eternal, and no human effort, no worldly scheme, no obstacle, and no enemy can divert you from the purpose for which you were chosen. Chosen one, let this truth settle in your heart, strengthen your faith, and embolden your steps. The plan written for you is eternal, and when it manifests, the world will witness the power, wisdom, and sovereignty of Allah reflected through your life. Your journey, your mission, and your destiny cannot be hindered, cannot be delayed beyond divine timing, and cannot be erased, for it was inscribed before creation itself, and it will unfold exactly as it was written, in perfection, in glory, and in alignment with the decree of the eternal King. Every moment of patience, every act of faith, every trial endured, every moment of silence, every sacrifice, every whisper of the heart, and every tear shed is part of the preparation for this unstoppable destiny, ensuring that when the time comes, your impact, your light, and your mission will leave an eternal mark upon the world, fulfilling what was decided about you in the heavens in ways that no one could anticipate, no one could prevent, and no one could ever diminish. You are chosen, you are protected, and you are unstoppable. For the decree of Allah in the heavens cannot fail, cannot waver, and cannot be reversed, and your destiny will shine as a testament to His infinite wisdom, mercy, and power for all eternity. Chosen one, now that you have heard these 7 powerful lessons, take a moment to let them sink deep into your heart, for they are not just words, they are a map of your soul, a reminder of your divine purpose, and a revelation of the destiny Allah has written for you long before the world even knew your name. You were chosen, not by chance, not by accident, but because Allah saw in you a strength, a light, and a mission that the world could not contain. Every trial you endured, every delay you faced, every betrayal, misunderstanding, or obstacle was never wasted. It was shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for a destiny that is unstoppable, unshakable, and greater than anything you can imagine. Remember this: the world may try to misunderstand you, envy you, or doubt you, but the decree of the heavens cannot be altered, delayed, or denied. Your heart will always recognize the truth. Your rizq is guarded, your light cannot be dimmed, and your path was decided before you even took your first breath. You are not ordinary, you are not temporary, and you are not here to follow the expectations of others. You were written for greatness, chosen for purpose, and protected by forces beyond human comprehension. Let these lessons remind you that no force, no opinion, and no challenge can stop what Allah has destined for you, and that every step you take, no matter how quiet or unseen, is moving you closer to the extraordinary life, mission, and impact that await you. Stand firm in faith, walk with patience, trust in divine timing, and never forget: the heavens are watching, the angels are recording, and what was decided about you cannot be stopped. Your journey is sacred, your destiny is eternal, and your light will shine far beyond what anyone in this world can imagine. Chosen one, embrace your purpose, honor your path, and step boldly into the life that Allah has written for you, because you were chosen for this moment, and nothing can take it away.